Hello and welcome to the short pre-recorded demonstration of Rapid eManage, information management software for contractors. The short demonstration focuses on the highlights of Rapid eManage. This is one of two pre-recorded demonstrations of Rapid eManage. If you like what you see and want to see more, a long pre-recorded demonstration also is available. It is an in-depth look at Rapid eManage. Let's begin by introducing Rapid eManage. Rapid eManage is all-in-one information management software that allows contractors to collect, maintain, and utilize information you can't do without on the operations and back office sides of your business. Operations has to do with turning prospects into customers and serving new and repeat customers. On the operations side of your business, you can't do without information on customers and prospects, contracts, and much more. On the back office side of a contractor's business, accounting information is at the top of the can't do without list. Rapid eManage has built-in accounting functionality. It can quickly and easily provide reports on accounting status, job status, and accounts receivable, each of which can be broken down by salesmen. And Rapid eManage integrates with the leading accounting software for small business, QuickBooks from Intuit Incorporated. It's likely you've heard the phrase information is power, but in order for information to be power, you need to have control of information so you can use it. Rapid eManage gives contractors software-based control of information your business can't do without via a computer. Rapid eManage automates information management for contractors of all sizes at an affordable price. And it is easy and economical to grow your Rapid eManage installation if your business grows. But much more importantly, Rapid eManage will pay for itself quickly. Rapid eManage can expand an existing revenue stream by automatically following up on estimates. Give me just a second, I'll show you where that functionality exists. The follow-up email template. And a new revenue stream can be created by using Rapid eManage for proactive marketing, preparing labels for use on mass mailers, and carrying out email blasts to existing customers and prospects. Here's a quick look at the page within Rapid eManage that enables label functionality. And here is the page that enables the email blast functionality. I'll have more on both of these a little later in the demonstration. Creating a revenue stream and enhancing a revenue stream are part of the overall benefit Rapid eManage provides, enabling contractors to run their businesses more efficiently. Contractors can benefit financially in another way. Running a business more efficiently means a reduction in operating expenses. Now let's move into the demonstration. There are two databases in the demo version of Rapid eManage. One is the demo/training database. The other is the main database. In order to show the database options, I'll log out of Rapid eManage and log back in. Give me just a few seconds. Upon accessing the demo version, you will be prompted to select the database. Here we see main, here we see demo. If you are just starting to learn about Rapid eManage, the demo/training database is recommended. It has 10 fictitious starter records. An additional 10 can be created. The demo/training database cannot be upgraded to a full version of Rapid eManage because it cannot accept a license code, but it can be reset to the 10 preloaded fictitious starter records. If you have decided to purchase Rapid eManage, the main database is recommended. It starts empty and also has a maximum of 20 records. The main database can be turned into a full version of Rapid eManage by inputting a license code. For this demonstration, I will use the main database. Rapid eManage always opens to the main calendar page for the current day. The main calendar page can have up to 6 columns: appointments, jobs, repairs, maintenance, warranty, and other. If no warranty is scheduled on a particular day, as is the case today, August 8th, 2012, all 6 columns will not be visible. In order to show you all 6 columns, I'll go back to a day where I know activity took place, July 25th. You now can see all 6 columns and the 3 fictitious entries, 1 sales appointment, and 2 repairs. However, all of the information in my demo version of Rapid eManage is real: customers, salesmen, products, etc. This information is used with the permission of a Rapid eManage customer, a GAF Master Elite Roofer. Before Rapid eManage can be used for real, information that a contractor can't do without must be loaded into the software. I'll share some examples of that information and show you where it is located in Rapid eManage. First, customers and prospects. Customers currently in the left column. Addresses of customers and prospects. Left column again. Services the contractor offers. This pull-down menu. Salesmen employed by the contractor. Products that the contractor uses. All the information here. Various products such as shingles, ridge cap, attic exhaust ventilation, etc. Rapid eManage Incorporated can do all or some of the data input for an hourly fee, or the contractor can defray the cost of professional services by inputting some of the data based on guidance from us. This portion of the demonstration will show the highlights of customer acquisition and service, which begins with a prospect or repeat customer calling to schedule an appointment for the contractor to assess a project. It will go all the way to the end of customer service, the contractor completing the work, inspection being carried out, the customer paying in full, and the sign being removed from the customer's premises. We'll start by clicking on Calls and then on New Call to reach the New Call page. The bulk of the screen to the right and on top is the call entry area. The other area to the left and below is the search area. Let's say the caller provides an address. Click on the Sites tab to bring up addresses, and each keystroke in the address field causes the information in the search area to change, narrowing the search. Keep in mind that a search also can be conducted using the caller's name. I found the address I was searching for, 2061 Kinter Avenue. By double-clicking on the customer's name, Rapid eManage will fill in as much information as is in the database in the fields at the top of the call entry area. In this case, the information in the database is name, address, city, state, and zip code. Double-clicking on the customer's name caused something else to happen. The vertical Jobs tab turned dark blue. That means it is active, and the customer's history appeared in the search area. The customer history is long since I used this customer to demonstrate Rapid eManage. The history consists of 2 types of records: completed jobs or inquiries/estimates that were not turned into jobs. Now, use the pull-down menu on Service Rec, that's short for Service Requested, to record the type of work the customer wants done. You must choose one of the services in the pull-down menu. I again have selected Etch Wall. Next, set the customer's availability. Select one of the general appointment blocks listed next to availability. The customer says he is available in the afternoon, but prior to putting a check in the afternoon box, I'll make the Appointments tab active. As you can see, the calendar is visible in the search area, and all active general appointment blocks are visible. They are morning, afternoon, evening, and gutter cleaning 1. By putting a check in the afternoon box, the cursor goes to today's date, August 8th, 2012, in the search area, and afternoon becomes the only general appointment block visible. The other 3 general appointment blocks have disappeared. Then click on the block of the desired date. A color will appear. Blue means that 3 or more appointments remain in the block. If 2 appointments remained, yellow would be visible, and if 1 appointment remained, red would be visible. No color indicates that the block is full. In that case, you could set the sales appointment manually. I'll go over setting an appointment manually in just a few seconds. To determine how many appointments remain in the general sales block, click on the color. In this case, 5 are available. Before setting the sales appointment in the general appointment block, let me show you the manual option. It allows you to overbook, exceed the default number of appointments in the general appointment block. It also lets you schedule sales appointments in instances when the prospect or repeat customer needs an exact arrival time. The manual option is available in the pull-down menu under Appointment. Then, work through the call questions, a customer-requested feature built into Rapid eManage. The call questions allow contractors to capture meaningful information about who is calling. In this case, the building is 2 stories tall, and the caller heard about us via a billboard. Then, put any information deemed pertinent in the comments field. Give me a few seconds to enter 2 notes. The information entered in the comments field will carry over to the Notes Details tab on the Jobs page, assuming that this call is turned into a job. And activate the pull-down menu in the Salesman field and make a selection. We will select Paul. To complete setting the sales appointment, click Save in the lower right corner. You then will have the option to print out a paper copy. In this case, I do not want to print out a paper copy. The sales call will be visible on the main calendar page. Another way to retrieve the call record is to click on Calls on the main toolbar. Then click on View Calls to bring up the call search page. Here you can search by filling in 1 or more fields in the top of the screen. 3 fields, Call Status, Salesman, and Appointment Status, have a pull-down menu. In this case, Open is the call status. That's because the salesman has not visited to assess the job. Clicking on the record brings up the View Calls page. The left column has information entered on the New Calls page about the customer and the service requested, and we have in the left column call status that I mentioned earlier, open. If the call status is open, there are 7 options in a pull-down menu that can be accessed by right-clicking: Assign Salesman, Edit Call, Generate Proposal, Close Call, Assign to Existing Job, Preview, and Print. I'm going to generate a proposal, which takes us to the Jobs page. A job number is assigned. It is located at the top of the left column. The rest of the information in the left column about the customer and the service requested is carried over from the New Call page and the View Call page. The Jobs page has a row of blue detail tabs and a row of blue column headers. The blue detail tabs are on top. Details tabs are active. Column headers are not active. To make a Details tab active, click on it. The color will change to dark blue, and as you've seen, there is a unique set of column headers under each active Details tab. To prepare an itemized estimate for internal use, click on the Itemized Estimate tab. Then put the cursor in the white area below the blue column headers and right-click. One option will result. Clicking on Add Item brings up the Product Search page. In this itemized estimate, let's use 3 items: labor, shingles lifetime, and leak barrier. Click on Type and select labor from the pull-down menu. Then click Search. Clicking on the only result will bring you back to the Jobs page, and the result is now visible under the column headers. Repeat the process for shingles lifetime and leak barrier. The figures currently visible for unit price and quantity are default numbers, either 0.00, 1.00, or 1. To change the default number to the actual price for each item, right-click on it, then select Override Price. I've typed in the actual price in the override price box and then clicked OK. Now move to the quantity column. Put the cursor on the default amount and right-click, then select Edit Mode. The cursor will now highlight the default quantity, type in the actual amount, and then click OK. Rapid eManage will automatically update the cost as you modify the price per unit and the quantity. We're at $1,500. The itemized estimate can be used again if the job is authorized by the prospect or repeat customer, in the daily work log while work is in progress, and in preparing the invoice when the job is completed. Before moving forward, let's update the job status to estimate sent by right-clicking in the upper part of the jobs page. Job status has been changed. Estimate price has been added to the upper part of the jobs page. Let's now make the Contracts tab active. Right-click in the area below the blue column headers and select the first option, Add New. Select a contract from the letter type pull-down menu at the top of the page. Let's see what we'll select today. We will do shingle tear-off. We would fill in the blanks in the contract wherever they exist, such as shingle color, permit number, type of building. It might be a need to change it from residential to commercial. Now let's assume that the prospect or repeat customer signs the contract. We'll click OK. Our contract is now present under the Contracts tab. We can email the contract to the individual. We can also edit it, preview it, or print it. And again, if the prospect or repeat customer has signed the contract as we assume, we'll again update the job status, this time to job sold. It's now time to prepare for and then carry out the job for the new or repeat customer. Our next stop is the Permits tab. It is fast and easy to record each step in the permit process. I'll show these steps associated, assuming that a permit is needed for this job. We'll say a permit is needed. We make the request for the permit. We're notified by the municipality that the permit is ready for pickup. And we pick up the permit. There is also functionality under the Permits tab to keep track of the cost of a permit. You can see these options here. The cost could be entered into Rapid eManage as a note under the Notes tab, or it could be worked into the itemized estimate. Lastly, inspection functionality is present in the pull-down menu under the Permits tab. I'll get back to the inspection functionality shortly. The Schedule tab is used to schedule the dates and times for work. Right-click in the bottom part of the screen to access the pull-down menu. Let's say we'll work in the afternoon of the 8th and the morning of the 9th. Now, to make sure that a crew does not get lost while going to a new job or repair, Rapid eManage uses Google Maps. Click on the Contacts tab on the Jobs page. Then double-click on the record below the row of blue column headers to bring up the Customers page. Map is at the far right of the row of blue column headers. Click on Map below the blue map column header to bring up the address on Google Maps. There we see the location, 2061 Kinter. The map obviously can be printed and given to the assigned crew. Next is the work log tab. Give me just a second to get to it. The work log tab allows a contractor to keep track of expenditures of labor and materials on a daily basis versus the itemized estimate. I have selected the tab. I'm now going to select the date for the work log entry. We'll make it today. And I'm going to use add item to bring back all 3 items in the itemized estimate. To change the default quantity, click on it, type in the amount, and click OK. So in this case, we estimated we need 4 leak barriers for the job at the end of day 1. We've used 2. I'll next work through the other 2 items, labor and shingles lifetime. So again, half of the amounts at the end of day 1. Upon completion, we'll see the dollar amount of labor and materials used in that day. The total can be compared against the itemized estimate, which can be above. So in this case, we've used $550 worth of supplies, $200 worth of labor against the estimate price of $1,500. Let's now assume that the work has been completed. We will click on the Permits tab and right-click to bring up the pull-down menu. Assuming an inspection is needed, there are 2 options to work through. Job is ready for inspection, and inspection complete. Now we'll update the job status to complete. The next step is to prepare an invoice for the customer. Assume that a deposit was not required prior to the start of the job. After clicking on the Invoices/Payments tab, put the cursor in the bottom portion of the screen and right-click. Select Add Invoice to bring up the Add Invoice page. The invoice date always will initially be the current date. It can be changed by clicking on the arrow to bring up the calendar. In the demo version of Rapid eManage, the billing address is the site address, and there are 4 options in the pull-down menu for payment terms: due on receipt, net 15, net 30, and net 60. We'll stay with due on receipt. Lastly, a message to the customer can be typed into the memo field. Give me a few seconds to do that. I've clicked OK to bring up the invoice page. What had been the Add Invoice page occupies the top of the page. There is now a row of blue column headers in the middle of the page: description, item price, unit, quantity, and total. If you want, you can bring back the items from the itemized estimate to help in preparing the invoice, and they would be brought back thusly. Modifications to item price and quantity can be made by right-clicking and selecting Override Price and Edit Mode respectively. And as with the itemized estimate, Rapid eManage will do the math. We'll conclude here by clicking OK. Now, payments can be added to the customer's job record in Rapid eManage as they occur. Right-click in the bottom portion of the screen and choose Add Payment. And in this case, a deposit was not required. We'll work through the three fields: payment date, payment type, and payment amount. Again, the payment date always opens to the initial date, to today's date initially. There are 5 payment types. As you can see: cash, check, credit card, money order, and credit. Payment amount field is self-explanatory. If the payment is a check, you can add the check number. If it's a money order, you can add the money order number. And if it's by credit card, you can add the authorization number. Let's say that this payment is going to be by credit card. We click on OK. The payment is recorded. We've got a zero balance, and with a column header, if an arrow is present, you can click on that arrow to rearrange the order of the information. It is common for contractors to place a sign for advertising purposes on a residential or commercial property when work begins, if allowed by the customer, and the sign usually stays on the premises for a short time after the job is completed. Click on the Signs tab, and then right-click in the area below the blue column headers to access the pull-down menu. Assuming the customer allows a sign to be placed on the property, I'll work through the options. Sign ready for drop-off. Sign dropped off. Sign ready for pickup. Sign picked up. That concludes the portion of the demonstration devoted to customer acquisition and service. Let's conclude by taking a look at the following functionality in Rapid eManage: accounting, proactive marketing, and automated follow-up of estimates. Rapid eManage has built-in accounting functionality that allows a contractor to get a look at business in general or for individual salespersons in a defined time period. I'll produce a general report for June of 2011. When I click on the first day of the month, Rapid eManage automatically fills in the last day of the month. The search criteria will be jobs that have been completed. To initiate the search, click Update at the bottom left. The search produced 6 pages of results. All of the results are paid in full. No results for partial payment or invoiced or returned. And at the end of the report on page 6, which I will get to by clicking this arrow a handful of times, we see that the company earned $356,211.74 for jobs paid in full in the month of June 2011. Next is accounts receivable. You can search by an individual date or date range, and each of those searches can then be subdivided by salesperson. Let's search for aging accounts receivable by salesman as of June 1st, 2011. Just go back, make sure I have the correct search parameters. There we go. Our 8 pages of results includes some unassigned jobs and jobs assigned to 3 salespeople. There's salesperson number 1, number 2, and number 3. The total for the third salesman is on page 7, and a grand total is on page 8. In addition to having built-in accounting functionality, Rapid eManage integrates with QuickBooks. Both QuickBook options in Rapid eManage, Import and Synchronize, are not active in this demo edition. Import is carried out as part of implementation of Rapid eManage after purchase. 3 types of information, customers, active employees, and job types, can be imported from QuickBooks into Rapid eManage. And Synchronize enables a contractor to avoid duplication of data entry. Payment information can be entered into QuickBooks or Rapid eManage. By clicking on Synchronize, that information is duplicated into the other software. Next is proactive marketing functionality, which is present under Reports on the main toolbar. The 2 options are labels and emails. Rapid eManage can create labels for use in a mass mailer, and Rapid eManage can create email blasts. Both work the same way, and I'll call up labels to begin with. Search results are delivered based on criteria selected, date range, price, city, and zip code. For labels, select the label size you want from the pull-down menu at the top, then build your list of recipients. Let's search for existing customers and prospects in Bristol, Pennsylvania. Click Add Labels, and there are our results. Once that mass mailer is ready to go, you can reset by clicking Clear Labels. Let's do the same search for customers and prospects in Bristol, Pennsylvania to build an email blast. Click Add Emails, and there are our search results. I'm going to enter Bristol first. I can then send an email to these customers or prospects by clicking Send. Keep in mind that the email can be sent to one recipient initially to see how it looks before sending the blast to the complete list. Once the email blast has been sent, reset by clicking Clear Emails. Keep in mind that these 2 features, labels and reports, labels and emails, enable contractors to create new revenue streams by quickly and easily executing mass mailers and email blasts. This functionality is one part of the reason we say with confidence that Rapid eManage pays for itself quickly. The other part is the email template that automatically follows up on estimates, and it as mentioned earlier, can expand an existing revenue stream. The follow-up email template is on the System Settings page, which is reached by clicking Administration, Settings, and System Settings. And there it is. If telephone or email is the existing way you conduct follow-up on estimates, this email template will automate the process and free those involved to do other things. I'd like to share something eye-opening with you. 70%. It is eye-opening because that's the percentage of estimates that one customer of Rapid eManage turns into jobs thanks to the follow-up email template. Prior to Rapid eManage, the contractor was turning 7% of estimates into jobs. We can't guarantee that you will achieve the same huge increase, but just think of what it would mean to your bottom line if you upped your conversion rate of estimates into jobs by, say, 20% without doing any extra work. That's because you set the follow-up email template and forget it. Well, you won't completely forget it. You'll probably think of it when an existing customer or prospect calls and says something like, quote, "I got your email. I was out of town on vacation last week. I'm ready to move forward with the work," unquote. It's quick and easy to get the follow-up email template set to make you money. Click on follow-up as we have done in the left column. Put a check mark in the active box. Edit the wording of the email in the body field, and then finish by setting the number of days in the send after field at the top. It's currently at 0, but the number can be from 1 to 90. Let's select 15 days. If 15 is displayed, the follow-up email template will automatically deploy on the estimate after 15 days if the job status is open. That means the contractor sent an estimate but has not heard back from the existing customer or prospect. It is time to bring down the curtain on our short demonstration of Rapid eManage information management software for contractors. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Remember, Rapid eManage is all-in-one information management software for contractors. It offers robust functionality to collect, maintain, and utilize information you can't do without that pertains to the operations and back office portions of your business. This robust functionality is available for an affordable price initially, and if you need to grow your Rapid eManage installation to match your company's growth.